Hello.
You
Okay, what do we got? What do we got today? We got this
want to pull, or should I pull?
what pool?
Pull, yeah.
I will pull.
Okay.
So we have this hat from Disneyland.
We bought this hand. We bought this hat in Hong Kong Disneyland because when we got there,
You
you
realize that you
forgot your hat. Forgot my hat.
your hat.
Oh, we bought this for me.
Yes,
Oh shit.
you wore it because it's big. For me, it's big. It's quite big.
Okay, so yeah, apparently I bought this hat in Disneyland for myself. Yeah. And this is the best hat for the purpose that we're doing this video for. And basically, we printed out a bunch of questions and we put them inside of this hat. And these questions are on fairly random topics that I think would be interesting, and ChatGPT thinks they would be interesting. So let's pull one out.
Okay. I don't see. Don't see. Don't watch. The first question is, what does failure mean?
What does failure mean? What does failure mean to you?
Mm, it's a hard one.
That's what she said.
Yeah. um, you start, I think, because previously I thought everything depends on your point of view, how you look at your uh, decisions, results, etc. You can look at it and sorry, you can
Right there, that was failure.
yeah. Failure is plural, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like, for example, let me think about example.
All right, I'll start. While Masha's thinking about an example, I think failure, first of all, is very subjective because what a person can see as failure might not be failure in the long run. Like some of the failures in life, I'm pretty grateful for. For example, actually, what kind of failures am I grateful for? Um, for example, I'm pretty happy that some of the partners, some of the potential women that I could have been with, I failed at being with because this wouldn't have brought me to the point where I am today. And I'm very happy at the point where I am today and with my current partner. So some of the failures might not be failures in the long run. And it's like that. I don't know if it's like a joke. No, it's not really a joke, a fable about how uh, war starts in the land where a certain village is, and people come to see. Well, actually, no, it's not war. There's a fable about how a son of one of the villagers fell from a horse and broke his leg, and the villagers come to tell him that your son fell off a horse and broke his leg, and he says, I don't know if it's good or bad. And then war starts, and everybody gets taken to the war except for the son, right? And the farmer says, I don't know whether that's good and bad. And other of the other things like that happen, and the farmer keeps saying, I don't know if it's good or bad, but inevitably all of the failures, seeming failures, they lead to a favorable outcome. So the point is, I think that failure often is very subjective.
I think is every time is very subjective. Every time, okay, from my point of view and from my job, okay, I work with the clients with their eating behavior, for example. And if a client struggle with the binge eating, and for example, the client decided not to eat, I don't know, ice cream tomorrow like not forever, but just not eating like ice cream. And it turned out that he eventually ate it,
Mhm.
like killed like the like ведро мороженого.
A bucket of ice
A
cream.
bucket of ice cream. And this client considers this situation as a failure. But every time I say that it is not a failure, it just um, what? You should split opinion and effect, because opinion it's emotional reaction for about a fact, and the fact is this client ate a bucket of ice cream. This is a fact. Good, is it good or bad? It is an opinion, and it will depend on I don't know, the person, like for example. And I think just you should see for me right now failure, so it's like it's an opinion, it's emotional accretion. I don't know how.
It's I don't know. It's an emotional coloring
Of some fact, for example, like
Let me play devil's advocate for a second here, because I think there is a certain area. Well, there is a certain area where failure is quite objective. For example, if you have a clearly defined task, like for example, drinking coffee. If I take this coffee and spill it all over my t-shirt, like I've done many times before, right? I would fail at drinking the coffee. I didn't accomplish a very specific task that I set myself out to do,
and
right?
still
And but that would be failure. So in regards to a very specific task, if you have if you have intention to do something particular.
I don't agree,
Why?
because if you think that this is a failure, you go to like self-criticism, and it's very destructive thing.
But you fail at drinking objectively, do you not?
No. The fact is, you spill
Uh-huh.
coffee on your T-shirt. This is a fact. Is it failure or not? Is your interpretation.
Okay, I
I
see a
don't
point.
think it is a failure because, for example, I do it like almost not every day, but every second day, maybe I don't consider it as a failure. I just know the fact about me that I can.
But in regards to that particular task, is that not a failure?
No, for example, like with the binge eating, let's say about this topic, if you consider your bucket of ice cream as a failure,
Mhm.
you will go through this loop when you criticize yourself, feel guilty, and then you feel a need to punish yourself, and it and it drag you to this like loop, and you cannot go out from it.
Hold on, but I understand what you're trying to say, but objectively, for example, if I'm trying to drink coffee, I'm trying to accomplish a very specific task,
Yes.
and I break the glass that I'm trying to drink the coffee from, the cup, whatever,
Mhm.
right? Is it not a
No,
failure?
it's not.
What is it? I
It's a
like,
fact. You broke a glass. That's it.
but in regards to that specific task,
No, it's just my point of
I
view
see what you're trying to
that
say.
you
I
should
understand now.
consider it as just a fact,
I
or
understand.
it's
Mm.
some information that you got from this событие,
Event.
from that event, and then this is your choice how to consider it.
I understand it. No, I understand what you mean. It's your choice what to consider it.
Yes.
What to consider it.
Yes. And for example, if you consider everything, I think about something that you struggle with in your life, like for example, earning money
understand, yeah.
or eating behavior, like losing weight, for example. And if you every time like you try something or test your hypothesis,
Mhm.
yeah, you should consider like everything like a testing hypothesis.
A what? Testing or tasting?
Testing,
Testing.
like to test hypothesis.
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 You said it the first time. You're good.
Let me finish. So, like in my example with the client, if the client considers this bucket of ice cream as a failure, this client will go to self-criticism, etc., etc. But instead, I suggest to just consider this fact as as an information, what it gives to us. Because when you consider it as a fact, don't give an opinion to it. Like you can look at it and make a decision what you're gonna do with
What do
that.
you mean? Don't give an opinion to it.
No,
Don't make an opinion of it. You mean?
yes,
Okay.
don't make an opinion of it. You can. So the fact is neutral.
I understand what you're trying to say. Sold. Yeah. The
You
fact
see?
is neutral. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any information you attach to it is subjective. So
Yeah.
failure is subjective.
You see, okay, if you consider it a failure, it's a disruptive thing. If you consider it's just a fact, okay, I ate a bucket of ice cream, for example. So let's look at what happened before, why I did that. Maybe I was hungry, maybe I was, I don't know, bored, maybe I was upset.
Yeah.
What led me to this bucket of ice cream? But it is impossible if you think about it like a failure, because you start thinking about yourself, you're a loser, you cannot accomplish any like simple task, etc., etc., and there is no chance or a very little chance to change this behavior, for example.
So what do you guys think? Is it subjective?
Okay.
So the next one we'll pull something else out. I don't know what it's gonna be.
Don't look at it, don't watch.
I mean, I know what I have in there. I typed them. We decided on them. I don't know what the next one's gonna be. So
Cool.
not gonna. Oh, should I pull right now?
Yes, for tomorrow. No.
All right.
We agreed on it or not? So
How do you keep growing in the world of fast dopamine and low attention?
It's a good one.
That's a good one, yeah. Okay.
So for tomorrow we will discuss how we'll grow.
Tomorrow, yeah, we'll talk about that.
Spoiler.
All right.
Okay.